İyi akşamlar ve bu gece Sayın Doktor Şarik Tara'ya yaşam boyu başarı ödülünün tevdi etme törenine hoş geldiniz. Dobar večer. Dobar večer in dobrodošli na nocojšnji dogodek slavnostne izročitve priznanja za življenjsko delo doktoru Šariku Tari. Dobar večer i dobrodošli na večerašnji događaj, svečano izručenje priznanja za životno djelo doktoru Šariku Tari. Dear Dr. Šarik Tara and members of your family, Your Excellencies, ministers, members of parliaments, ambassadors, mayors, university chancellors, academics, professors, editors, and journalists. Dear members of the IFIMES Institute and its Council and Advisory Board, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, especially I would like to greet our guests. Your Excellency Stjepan Mesić, former President of the Republic of Croatia and Honorary President of the IFIMES International Institute. Your Excellency Zoran Živković, former Prime Minister of the Republic of Serbia and Vice President of the Advisory Board of the IFIMES International Institute. Your Excellency Dr. Mirko Pejanović, former member of the Presidency of the Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Your Excellency Dr. Silajdžić, former Prime Minister and Chairman of the Presidency of the Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mr. Jelko Kacin, member of the European Parliament and member of the Friends of Turkey group in the European Parliament. Mr. Lahur Talabany from Iraq, member of the Advisory Board of the IFIMES International Institute. Your Excellency Erdal Trhulj, Minister of Energy, Mining and Industry of the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Your Excellency Petar Đokić, Minister of Labor and Social Affairs of the Republika Srpska, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, allow me to greet you on behalf of the IFIMES International Institute and on behalf of my colleague, Mr. Bakhatyar Aljaf, and to welcome you at today's presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Šarik Tara. The International Institute for Middle-East and Balkan Studies, IFIMES, has its head office in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, a wonderful country on the sunny side of the Alps, a country with friendly and hospitable people. Slovenia prides itself on successful scientists, business people, sportsmen, as well as renowned artists, poets, writers, and painters. When we organize such events in Slovenia, we usually invite numerous Slovenian artists to perform in the cultural program. Since this time, our event is held in magnificent Turkey, the country that unites different worlds, cultures, and people. We have decided to leave the cultural program to Turkish artists. Tonight, we have among us one of the most promising Turkish pianist, Maestro Gökhan Aybolus. Mr. Aybolus was born in Eskişehir. He started his studies at the Conservatory of the Anadolu University with Professor Zahrab Adgizilzade and Ferita Adgizilzade. He was then admitted to the class of Professor Naumann Starkman at the Moscow Tchaikovsky State Conservatory. He has performed in Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, Germany, Austria, as well as in Slovenia. He has won numerous awards at various festivals. Currently, he teaches at the piano department of the Bursa Uludağ University State Conservatory. Maestro Aybelus, the floor is yours. Thank you very much, Maestro Aybelus. Now we will play a short film about the life and work of Dr. Şarik Tara.
He was born in a land that was the scene of years of turmoil, a land that was broken up during World War I and shaken up with the fears and worries of World War II, a land where there had been a quest for tranquility and peace of mind for centuries. He grew up in a world where diverse cultures, beliefs, languages and communities coexisted. He was raised in a world where deep inside he felt the need for tolerance, where intolerance was widespread. The need to search new horizons in an environment where bigotry reigned. Thanks to his mother's insight, he left Skopje, the city he was born in when he was only 12, and while the Second World War was scorching the earth, returned to his native land alone to be able to get a better education. 2 years later, with the support of his family who came to Istanbul after him, he became a very good student. Even while he was a student, he started struggling for a living and began to contribute to the household income. Having been reared in such circumstances, Şarik Tara started working as a young civil engineer as soon as he graduated from Istanbul Technical University. His experience as the assistant construction site chief in a silo construction at Haydarpaşa taught him lessons that would shed light on all the work he would undertake in the future. Keep your promise, complete your job before the deadline. This was a dictum that would open all doors to Tara and take the company he was to form later to success. Moreover, this experience prevented him from working in other people's companies. The entrepreneurial experience he gained, the ability to look at the situation from a broad perspective, and his pursuit of innovation led him to form a company with his closest friend Sadi Gülçelik to set sail to new horizons. When his partner and closest friend married his sister, The name of their company, which was to earn worldwide acclaim, was born, Enka, an abbreviation of two Turkish words, enişte and kayınbirader, which do not have exact translation as terms in English, but explain this relation clearly in Turkish. The Enka enterprise, which embarked on their activities with measured and sound steps, first engaged in small-scale construction work, such as piers and coastal structures, and later expanded the size of their contracting work in a short period of time. The work done in Turkey in partnership with foreign companies opened the door to work first in Libya and then in Saudi Arabia. The work became more and more diversified, and the geographical area where it was executed got larger and larger every year. Enka made a name for itself in competitive international markets as a company that handled challenging projects with ease. While doing this work, Şarik Tara was forming an ever-widening circle of friends and business relations in the international arena. The International Industry Conference he was invited to, which was held in San Francisco and organized by the Stanford Research Institute and the Conference Board, was a turning point. During this meeting, attended by the world's most prominent businessmen, he met Professor Klaus Schwab, who was later to hold the Davos World Economic Forum. Professor Schwab had the following to say about Tara.
I have great admiration for Şarik as a corporate builder and leader. He is a visionary builder. Visionary means to be always ahead of time. For me, Şarik Tara was always a great source of new ideas on what should be done. I always considered Şarik as a visionary person, someone who believes that dialogue can resolve problems.
Professor Schwab and Şarik Tara became close friends, and Schwab invited Tara to the World Economic Forum. The meetings held in Davos and other international fora enabled Tara to meet and befriend the leading regional and world leaders such as Bush, Zhivkov, Chernomyrdin, Taha Yassin, Stjepan Mesić, Margaret Thatcher, Gerhard Schröder, Haris Silajdžić, Milo Đukanović, Sali Berisha, Matija Ahtisaari and George Papandreou. Former Croatian President Stjepan Mesić was among those who could best describe Tara's rich world of relationships.
I do not know any other person who has met so many of the world leaders. Many presidents, prime ministers, mayors wanted to exchange ideas with him and valued his views greatly. One would not be surprised to meet a world leader in his home. We have not known him only as a businessman, but a beautiful person with modesty and sincerity in his relations with people. As you know, his name comes from the river Tara, a beautiful river, just like himself.
Convinced that Turkey must join the European Union in order to develop itself, Şarik Tara took the initiative to help solve the Turkish-Greek dispute, which was the greatest obstacle in Turkey's accession to the EU. Believing that disputes can only be solved through dialogue, Şarik Tara played a crucial role in bringing together the Turkish and Greek premiers Turgut Özal and Andreas Papandreou in Davos. As a result of this meeting, the Turkish-Greek Business Council was formed and Şarik Tara became its chairman. During his tenure, the Turkish-Greek Business Council opened up the way to undertake joint projects for businessmen of the two countries that came to the brink of war. Leading Greek politicians raced with one another in their praise of Şarik Tara in this role.
We should be able to move forward and see what the future prosperity of cooperation of people in the Balkans can bring us. Şarik Tara is one of the people who shows what this means in practice. He has been successful himself, but he has also succeeded in helping countries to move forward. Mr. Tara supported the rapprochement between our two countries. The fact is that he did not only support it, but he has also fought for it throughout his life.
Şarik Tara spent a great deal of effort to help find a solution to the Cyprus problem also. To this end, he brought together prominent businessmen from Greece, Turkey, Turkish and Greek parts of Cyprus between 1997 and 1998 and organized the quadripartite meetings. The meetings aimed to bring together businessmen around a table and seek solutions through discussions. In doing this, Şarik Tara's approach was to take up issues that had a relatively simpler solution and leave the more difficult issues to be dealt with later. Convinced that the same approach would enable progress in Turkish-Greek relations also, Şarik Tara worked on this theme in all his meetings in Athens in 1999. This approach was later adopted in meetings held between Cem and Papandreou also, and was successfully implemented. Here's what his friend, former president of Southern Cyprus, George Vasiliou, who followed his efforts closely, had to say.
Turkey, Greece and Cyprus need Mr. Tara and people like Mr. Tara. The more people who think and behave like that, the closer we can be to a solution. The lesson of Mr. Tara is, in order to help your country, you have to see your neighbours as friends, not as enemies, despite the differences.
Şarik Tara shuttled between Balkan capitals in order to develop and strengthen friendships in the Balkans. Consulted by various parties on his views during several disputes in the Balkans, Şarik Tara became close friends with both Richard Holbrooke, the architect of the Dayton Peace Accord, and Mehmet Ahtisaari, who enabled the Kosovo Agreement. Due to these efforts, the Balkans embraced Tara. In fact, former Macedonian Prime Minister and President Branko Crvenkovski emphasized that the entire Balkans referred to him as our Şarik.
The Prime Ministers and the Presidents of all the countries in the region said, "He is our Şarik." I don't know how he manages, but he manages to look like he doesn't belong to any ethnicity, any nation or any culture. He manages to make everybody see him as their own. The Bosnians say, "He is our own." Serbs say, "He is our own." He manages this. It is a talent. It is not something that you can learn. It is something that you are born with and you have it in yourself.
By using all his relations and mobilizing all his capabilities to enable Turkey to accede to the European Union, Şarik Tara spearheaded significant progress in this regard. This is what former Slovenian Foreign Minister had to say about Tara for these efforts.
Şarik Tara is a forerunner of the Turkish European future.
In the eve of the 1999 Helsinki summit, which resulted in the initiation of full accession negotiations, Şarik Tara went on a tour of several European capitals. He met with George Papandreou, Konstantin Mitsotakis and Kostas Karamanlis in Athens, Gerhard Schröder in Bonn, Mehmet Ahtisaari in Helsinki, Anna Lindh in Stockholm, Jean-Claude Juncker in Luxembourg, Heinz Fischer and Franz Vranitzky in Vienna. Tara received their support, making a positive contribution to the outcome of the Helsinki summit. These meetings helped leaders who supported Turkey, as pointed out by former German Chancellor Gerhard Schröder.
Şarik Tara was particularly interested in Turkey's accession to the EU. This, in turn, strengthened my position, whereby I believe Turkey must accede to the EU as soon as possible.
These and similar initiatives resulted in Tara's undertaking of a much larger project. Şarik Tara and Finland's former President Mehmet Ahtisaari formed the North-South Europe Economic Forum in order to enhance a dialogue between countries in the north and south of Europe which have diverse economies and cultures, and thus established economic, social and cultural bridges between these countries. He was a man of peace, but when he saw an injustice being done, no matter what the conditions were, he did not hesitate to raise his voice. In 1988, when he met Todor Živkov, the then president of Bulgaria, the meeting that had been planned as 5 minutes was extended to 45 minutes, and finally Živkov announced that visas would be given to all those of Turkish origin who wanted to go to Turkey. During the violent clashes in Serbia, Tara openly challenged Slobodan Milosevic, and as a person who did not mince his words, he said to his face, "I hate you. Do not kill the people in Kosovo like you did in Bosnia-Herzegovina." While undertaking this work on an international platform, ENKA, under the leadership of Şarik Tara, continued to sign contracts for even larger scale projects. ENKA turned towards Russia during late 1980s. It had undertaken its first construction projects in Russia with the 1988 Turkey-USSR Natural Gas Agreement. Aiming to establish long-term relations in Russia, ENKA embarked upon building office and residential blocks in Moscow. In addition, it completed prestigious projects like the renovation of the White House and the State Duma. To date, ENKA has completed over 130 projects in Russia and the Commonwealth of Independent States, including the construction of buildings, hospitals, industrial facilities, petroleum and gas facilities. This is what former Moscow Deputy Mayor Vladimir Rezin said.
Şarik Tara entered our lives like a meteor. But meteors destroy everything, whereas he left behind so many works.
The person who best explained the reason behind his success in Russia was the former Moscow mayor Yuri Luchko.
Mr. Tara is someone who stands above simple calculations of profit. His intelligence and insight about universal economic problems have always surprised me. Mr. Tara is a unique person for his own country, Turkey. but he is also a man of the world. Such people cannot be considered to belong to a single country. He has both a universal vision and knows full well what needs to be done in order to attain a perfect world by establishing optimal economic relations among countries. I believe if Mr. Tara was in charge of the EU's economic administration, we would absolutely not be witnessing the existing problems in the EU.
Russian violinist and conductor Vladimir Spivakov had the following to say about him.
If we had more people like him, the world would be a better place. He treats all religions equally and approaches everyone equally fairly.
The deceased Archbishop of Athens and all Greece, Christodoulos, was pointing out this aspect of Mr. Tara.
An important role in this regard is being played by dedicated people such as Şarik Tara, who looks upon all human beings, regardless of race, colour or creed, as children of the one God, essentially equal and worthy of respect.
Şarik Tara was invited to the USIA International Council, designed to promote international understanding through the unique perspective of the private sector, in 1987. Since then, he developed close relations with both the US government representatives and corporate leaders. ENCA's partnership with Bechtel, which started around 25 years ago, resulted in its expansion of activities in many different parts of the world, and the two big contracting firms jointly undertaking many important projects. Here's what Howard Val, a top executive of Bechtel, had to say about Mr. Tara.
Şarik was probably the best ambassador for Turkey, and I knew many of the various official ambassadors to a number of Turkey's important trading partners. Turkey has enjoyed a steadily increasing reputation in the industrial and infrastructure business world due to many fine Turkish companies, but none more responsible for this reputation than ENCA and its founder, Şarik Tara.
Şarik Tara, who embarked upon joint ventures with Japanese companies for the first time in the Middle East, was instrumental in forming the Turkish-Japanese Business Council. He remained as the chairman of this council for several years, providing great support to the development of bilateral relations. This is how the former president of Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, Ken Ichisuemetsu, described Mr. Tara.
I believe Mr. Tara is also someone with passion, and he had affection for Japan and could understand Japan and the Japanese people very well, and he had great passion. It was not a matter of the volume of business, but just passion.
The numeric magnitudes achieved by ENCA today are mind-boggling. ENCA has undertaken 450 projects in 42 countries with a total contract value exceeding $37 billion. ENCA's market capitalization value is over $9 billion. The company has cumulatively deployed 240,000 people abroad to work in overseas projects. Şarik Tara, a person who has always had confidence in youth and who has opened up new opportunities for young people, handed over his job to his son Sinan Tara when he turned 27, the same age when Şarik Tara himself had embarked upon his business career. Currently, the general manager of his company is his 28-year-old grandson, Mehmet Tara. Şarik Tara believes in three things in life: a good education, knowledge of a foreign language, and the ability to adapt to change. He provides every opportunity to young people with these qualities. Placing great importance on young people engaging in sports, Şarik Tara established the Sadi Gülçelik Sports Facility in 1983, in memory of his partner, whom he lost at a young age. He also founded the ENCA Foundation to integrate education, sports, culture and arts. He contributed to the development of Turkey's most talented athletes and sportsmen. Wishing for the ENCA Foundation to support the country's educational and cultural infrastructure, and upon his son Sinan Tara's recommendation, Şarik Tara opened a school in Istanbul that would provide education at a very high standard. Following the 1999 Marmara earthquake, he opened another school in Adapazarı with free education for the children of that area, saying, "The parents of children at ENCA schools in Istanbul have the economic power. I want the same educational standards to be provided for the children in Adapazarı because I am the parent of those children." He enabled young and bright students to receive education free of charge, which would meet the needs of our present world. Recently, ENCA Technical Vocational School was set up in Gebze to meet Turkey's needs for qualified technical personnel. This work, undertaken by Şarik Tara, found recognition in Turkey. In 1991, the Foreign Minister of Turkey conferred upon him the Distinguished Service Award. In 1997, he received the Republic of Turkey's most coveted medal, the Distinguished Service Medal. Former President of Turkey, Süleyman Demirel, said the following about him.
Şarik Bey is my friend, and I am proud of it. Şarik Bey is a citizen of this country, and I am proud of it. Şarik Bey is at the service of the world and the people, and I am proud of it.
President Abdullah Gül said the following about Mr. Tara.
Mr. Tara has provided great support to Turkey's initiatives in foreign policy thanks to the exceptional relationships he has developed abroad and in business circles. In this framework, the contribution he has made to the consolidation of the friendship and economic relations with first and foremost Greece and many Balkan countries is beyond all praise.
Former President of Finland, Martti Ahtisaari, with whom he undertook many international initiatives jointly, said the following about him.
I think he is a typical example of a person who has done well as an entrepreneur, but also personally in a remarkable manner. I have been to the school and visited different elements of that. His activities in foreign policy area are advancing better relations and so forth. He has played a role in the development of the Balkans, not only through his company, which is very important. The role that he has played facilitated the movement, first of all, not only of the trade contacts and movements of people, but also totally different relations in the Balkans, because it was a very divided area, and still is. These contacts, in my mind, have been very helpful. So, there are many qualities in this man that you can't help but admire. I am very thankful that I have got a friend like him.
Dame i gospodo, dragi prijatelji. Večeras smo se okupili da iskažemo čast i poštovanje velikom čovjeku, graditelju i humanisti doktoru Šarik Tari i da mu uručimo priznanje za životno djelo. Rijetko se događa da na Međunarodnom institutu za bliskoistočne i balkanske studije dodjeljujemo tako visoka priznanja. Posebno priznanja za životno djelo. Obično je za takvo priznanje puno veći broj kandidata od samih djela. Naš život i naša djela obično počinju našim rođenjem. Tako je gospodin Šarik Tara rođen 1930. godine u Skopju, sadašnjoj Republici Makedoniji. Rodio se u bogatoj porodici. Međutim, kao što su mnogi u to vrijeme morali napuštati svoja ognjišta, učinila je to i porodica Šarika Tare. Tada 12-godišnji dječak po nagovoru majke odlučuje da sam preko Bugarske potraži svoju budućnost u Turskoj. Iako se radilo o bogatoj porodici, morali su ostaviti sve i uputiti se na put tražeći bolju budućnost. Ta bolja budućnost bila je i ostala Turska. Dolazak u Tursku promijenio je život njegove porodice. Trebalo je krenuti od početka. Tadašnji dječak istovremeno je radio i školovao se. Uspio je završiti najbolje škole i ubrzo nakon školovanja okušatice u privatnom biznisu. Tako je daleke 1957. godine osnovao Enka Company, koja i danas uspješno radi i djeluje u preko 40 država svijeta. Svojim radom upoznao je cijeli svijet, a i svijet njega. Šarik Tara je prepoznatljivo i poštovano ime u poslovnim i društvenim krugovima, ne samo u Republici Turskoj, na Balkanu, Bliskom istoku, Rusiji, Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama, nego i u najutjecajnijim međunarodnim krugovima. U svom radu bio je nesebičan. Svoje znanje prenosio je na sina i unuke. I upravo je sada na čelu Enka Company njegov unuk. Istovremeno nije zanemario čovječnost, humanizam i investirati u mlade generacije, sport i kulturu. Značajan dio svog vremena i sredstava namijenio je sportu i svojoj velikoj ljubavi plivanju. Obrazovanje i školovanje oduvijek je bio njegov glavni prioritet, a to govore i činjenice da su članovi njegove porodice završili po nekoliko elitnih svjetskih univerziteta. Upravo i današnje mjesto gdje se nalazimo, Enka Schools, to dovoljno potvrđuje. Šarik Tara nije zaboravio ni regiju, odnosno svoje porijeklo. Sve vrijeme imao je intenzivne kontakte, ali i poslovnu suradnju sa mnogim državama Balkana. Na Bliskom istoku je također njegov drugi dom, kao i u Rusiji i Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama. Za Šarika Taru slobodno se može reći da predstavlja lijepo lice i Balkana i Bliskog istoka. Pokazao je da Balkan i Bliski istok mogu puno toga ponuditi savremenom svijetu i mnogo toga preuzeti od tog istog svijeta. Za Šarika Taru učenje je oduvijek bilo putokaz koje ga je vodilo ka stvaranju boljeg i naprednijeg svijeta. Šarik Tara je primjer čovjeka koji je imao puno toga, ali je sve to morao ostaviti i krenuti u traženje bolje budućnosti za sebe i svoje potomke. U Turskoj je uspio da ostvari još više i za sebe i za druge. Bio je i ostao nesebičan. Pomagao je mnogima i organizacijama i pojedincima. Humanost je njegova prepoznatljiva karakteristika. I uopće ne iznenađuje kada ga prijatelji opisuju kao anđela koji hoda po zemlji. Šarik Tara je svoje progonstvo, muhadžir, iskoristio da bude još bolji i prema sebi i prema drugima. Dokazao je istovremeno da je Republika Turska zemlja koja daje šansu svima koji tu šansu žele iskoristiti. Zbog toga je i ovo priznanje ne samo Šariku Tari, nego i članovima njegove porodice, prijateljima, njegovim zaposlenima, koji više od 5 decenija stvaraju imperij Enka, koji nikada sam sebi nije bio svrha. NK je vremenom postao pokret za bolje i izvjesnije sutra. Poštovani i dragi dr. Šarik Tara, raduje nas da ste se pridružili klubu dobitnika priznanja Međunarodnog instituta IFIMES, u kojem su predsjednik Vlade Republike Turske, njegova ekscelencija Recep Tayyip Erdogan, predsjednik Republike Irak, njegova ekscelenca Erdal Trhulj, predsjednik Vlade Republike Albanije, njegova ekscelencija Ilir Meta, predsjednica Vlade Republike Hrvatske, njena ekscelencija Jadranka Kosor, predsjednik Vlade Republike Srbije, njegova ekscelencija Zoran Živković i drugi. Želimo vam da ostanete takvi kao što ste već više od 8 decenija. A prije svega želimo vam dobro zdravlje i dug život. Jer svima nama trebate i kao suprug, otac, djed, prijatelj, komšija, kolega, jednostavno kao čovjek od kojeg ćemo i dalje mnogo učiti. Za govornički odar pozivam počasnog predsjednika Međunarodnog instituta IFIMES, njegovu ekscelenciju Stjepana Mesića, nekadašnjeg predsjednika Republike Hrvatske i potpredsjednika savjetodavnog odbora instituta, njegovu ekscelenciju Zorana Živkovića, nekadašnjeg predsjednika Vlade Republike Srbije, da izruče priznanje našem večerašnjem laureatu, doktoru Šariku Tari. Riječ predajem predsjedniku Mesiću.
Gospođe i gospodo, obitelj Šarika Tare, dragi Šarik, sa posebnim zadovoljstvom danas sam u Istanbulu. Da mogu uručiti ovo priznanje čovjeku o kome smo puno danas čuli. Ali to nije sve. Šarik Tara je jednostavno genijalan čovjek. Na mnogim stvarima on se iskazao i uvijek u pozitivnom smislu. On je učinio mnogo u gospodarstvu, u graditeljstvu, u sportu, u kulturi. U svim tim oblastima on je uvijek bio taj koji je davao ideje i koji je mnoge ideje realizirao. Bez Šarika Tare, ja moram reći, i Turska bi imala drugi izgled. Zaslugom Šarika Tare i Turska se otvarala prema Europi i svijetu na jedan drugi način. Političari su radili svoje, ali ono što je radio Šarik Tara, to je nešto što je ušlo u široki krug interesa mnogih. Turska je nekada bila poznata po tome da je izvozila radnu snagu. Upravo Šarik Tara i njegova obitelj i mnogi poslovni ljudi Turske, njihovim radom Turska je dobila novi izgled. Mnogi danas dolaze u Tursku tražiti egzistenciju. A čuli smo ovdje kako je Šarik Tara počeo. Iz jedne bogate obitelji došao je i krenuo od ničega, ali je shvatio obrazovanje i kultura su također dio bez kojih nema napretka. U gospodarstvu je shvatio bez komunikacija, bez infrastrukture nema napretka. Mnoge projekte je realizirao u energetici, u niskogradnji, u visokogradnji. I ima jedan projekt za koji mi je često puta govorio da je da očekuje da se za njegovog života realizira. I bilo bi dobro kad bi bilo tako. Naime, njegova zamisao da se stvori autocesta, izgradi autocesta od talijanske granice preko Slovenije, Hrvatske, Crne Gore, Albanije, Grčke i Turska. Dakle, ta cesta riješila bi razvoj čitavog prostora, ali ona bi djelovala i na razvoju demokracije, jer se otvaraju granice. I moje i njegovo mišljenje da se Europa mora udružiti, da Turska mora ući u Europu, jer ta udružena Europa isključit će rat kao političko sredstvo. Neće biti više ambicije, neće biti potrebe da se mijenjaju granice, jer će se granice otvarati. Upravo djelo Šarika Tare pokazuje da je on apsolutno u pravu. Europa će se udružiti, u tu Europu ući će i jugoistok Europe, a ući će i Turska. Ja sam osobno posebno počašćen da sam danas ovdje, ali sam i sretan čovjek jer mi je Šarik Tara prijatelj. Hvala vam lijepo.
Dame i gospodo, porodica Tara, Šarik, velika je privilegija biti večeras ovde i govoriti o čoveku koji je sinonim za izraz životno delo. Mnogi ljudi su dobili nagradu koja je tako definisana i bilo je teško objasniti da li je to baš pravi izraz za ono što su oni učinili. Učine nekad u svojoj mladosti neko veliko delo i onda to bude njihovo životno delo ili pred kraj života ili na polovini života, ali retke su ljudi koji su ceo život radili iz dana u dan, iz godine u godinu i imali jednu konstantu u tom svom razvoju. To je primjer našeg slavodobitnika. Ja sam ga upoznao 2003. godine u Beogradu, znajući nešto o njemu, ali posle nekoliko minuta razgovora on je otkrio jednu tajnu koja je govorila već tad meni da je to veliki čovek. Rekao je da sam ja drugi predsjednik vlade Srbije iz Niša, iz jednog malog grada u Srbiji. Ja sam mislio da je to nemoguće, jer moj prethodnik iz tog istog grada je prestao da se bavi politikom 1941. godine. Međutim, to jeste bio prijatelj Šarika, to je jedan stari srpski političar koji je imao nesreću da ga istorija loše pamti, Dragiša Cvetković, ali koji je bio veliki čovek. I puno toga u svom životu može da zahvali našem slavodobitniku. 56 godina naš domaćin pravi puteve, mostove, industrijske, poslovne, stambene objekte, aerodrome i ono što najviše voli, elektrane. Ali stvara i prijateljstva svo to vreme. On je najbolji poslovni diplomata i verovatno i ne samo poslovni diplomata moderne Turske. Njegov poslovni uspeh se meri sa milijardama nekih novaca, meri se sa 25.000 ljudi koji rade u njegovoj imperiji, meri se time što je to svetski brend, ali ta ista kompanija, verovatno jedan od najvećih turskih brendova u svetu, se bavi i bezbednošću i kvalitetom kao svojom formulom za uspešan rad. Ista kompanija i naš domaćin su veliki kontributori i puno pomažu i obrazovanju, i kulturi, i sportu. I to je nešto što će ostati večiti trag našeg domaćina u istoriji ove države. Šarik Tara je, kao što smo videli, upoznao nekoliko stotina političara. I ostao je samostalan i pošten. Nekad poznanstva sa političarima mogu da pokvare čoveka, ali u ovom slučaju se to nije desilo i to je jedan njegov veliki uspeh. On političare deli na one koji misle da sve znaju i na one koji su spremni da nešto nauče. Ja se nadam da smo večeras sa njegovom porodicom, sa njegovim gostima, tu i sa nekoliko političara koji valjda pripadaju ovoj drugoj, boljoj vrsti političara. Spremni smo da nešto naučimo iz velikog iskustva našeg domaćina i ja mu želim da živi još dugo, da uživa u sreći, da uživa u svojoj porodici, za koju mi je sinoć rekao da su bolji od njega. To je verovatno nešto najlepše što jedan otac porodice, što otac, ded, praded može da kaže o svojim naslednicima. Sinoć sam na kraju čuo još jednu informaciju koja mi je posebno draga i to je da Zoran na srpskom i Šarik na turskom znači isto. Prema tome, imenjače, živeo nam još puno vremena, puno toga radio za sebe, za kompaniju, za Tursku, za celu Evropu, za ceo svet. Hvala ti.
A na odar pozivam dobitnika priznanja za životno djelo doktora Šarika Taru da primi priznanje.
Sevgili dostlarım, dragi prijatelji, dear friends. Öyle gözüküyor ki, bana bu ödülü verdiğinize göre baya başarılı bir adam. Ancak ben bu başarımın en büyük sebebi ailemdir. Karım, oğlum ve 2 kızım. Gelinim ve damatlarım. Torunlarım, 7 torunum. Ve onların torun damatları ve gelinleri ve 3 tane torun çocuğu. Tabii ben bu arada başarımın büyük sebeplerinden bir tanesi ailemin bir parçası olan 2 kız kardeşime de ayrıca teşekkür ederim. Ve bilhassa çok erken yaşta kaybettiğim eniştem Sadi'yi anmamak mümkün değil. Biz birbirimizi çok severdik. Maalesef bir kazada vefat etti. Şimdi enstitüye baktığım zaman Balkan ve Yakın Doğu. 2 tarafı da fevkalade iyi tanıyorum. Hayatımın büyük bir kısmı Balkanlarda geçti. Hayatımın büyük bir kısmı Yakın Doğu'da ve bilhassa Irak'ta, Irak'ın güneyinde de, kuzeyinde de geçti. Tabii Ürdün'de de bulundum. Arap memleketlerin birçoğunda çalıştım. Ama benim için her zaman Irak başka bir ülkeydi. Yalnız şuna dikkat etmek lazım. 1945'te harp bitti. O zamandan beri aşağı yukarı 70 sene bu bölgede sükunet olmadı. İşte bu enstitünün büyük vazifesi buraya barış getirmektir. Şimdi niye bu devam ediyor? Kanımca bu en büyük sebebi de etnik farklılıktır, din farklılığıdır. Hatta son zamanlarda olan dinler aynı dindeki mezhep farklılıklarıdır. Bu yalnız İslam'da değil, Hristiyanlıkta da aynen cereyan etmektedir Balkanlarda. Ve ekonomik gelişme İkinci Cihan Harbi'ne iştirak etmiş diğer ülkelerin sebebine gelmemesinden dolayıdır. Şimdi yalnız şöyle misaller de var. Bizim en büyük problemimiz Bulgaristan'dı, Türkiye'nin uzun müddet. Demokrasiyle o problem ayrıldı. Bugün neredeyse Bulgaristan'a Türkler hakim. Azınlık partisi hangi taraftaysa o parti iktidarda. Buna benzer Arnavutluk'ta görmekteyiz. Arnavutluk'ta %35'in üstü Hristiyan ve gerisi de Müslüman olmasına rağmen tek bir millet var ve hayret edeceğiniz kadar ilerleyebiliyor. Bunları saymakta devam edebilirim. Ama bugün Yunanistan'la Makedonya arasındaki problemler halledilmeyecek kadar vahimdir. Yunanistan'la Makedonya arasında. Makedonya'nın içinde bu din farklılıkları ve bilhassa milliyetçilik, aşırı milliyetçilik yüzünden korkarım yakında büyük tatsızlıklar olacaktır. Ben Sırbistan Başbakanı karşımda aslında baba tarafından ben Karadağlı olmama rağmen şu suali kendi kendime sormak istiyorum. Niye herkes rahat olarak Karadağ'ın tanıyor da nüfusu ve dini %90'lara varan belki hiçbir yerde yoktur. Bundan müşkülat çıkıyor. Bizim artık toleransla bu işleri halletmek lazım. Bunu halledemezsek bu böyle devam edecektir. Irak'ta aynı hadise vardır. Biz Allah'ın kullarıyız. Hepimiz aynıyız. İnançlarımız değişik olabilir. Ve dikkat ederseniz tarih boyunca en radikal Hristiyan ülkeleri bizim en iyi dostumuz olmuştur. En iyi Müslüman ülkeleri bizim en büyük düşmanımız olmuştur. Demek ki bunu muhakkak çözmek lazım. Bu enstitüye düşmektedir. Yalnız bunu yaparken bir şeye dikkat etmek lazım. Son zamanlarda burada da bir sapma görüyorum dünyada. Dış politikayla iç politikayı katiyen karıştırmamak lazımdır. Dış politika başka bir şeydir, iç politika başka bir şeydir. Bunu Yunanistan'da gördüm ben. Ben Papandreou dedim ki, bunda kaybedeceğini bildiği seçimlerde, ya dedim konuşurken, Yorgos Papandreou'ya, Türkiye aleyhinde konuşma. Türkiye'nin aleyhinde konuşmadı ve seçimi kazandı. Bunda da dikkatli olmamız lazım. Diğer taraftan Şayet biz ekonomik olarak Avrupa seviyesine gelmek istiyorsak, yani gelişmiş ülkelerin seviyesine gelmek istiyorsak ki şimdi bugün bunu biraz daha kolay söyleyebiliriz. Avrupa'nın yaptığı yanlışlar yüzünden kendi içinde bizim altyapımızı muhakkak ve muhakkak o seviyeye getirmemiz lazım. Enerjisiz bir ülke ilerleyemez. Telekomünikasyon olmadan bir ülke ilerleyemez. Yolları olmadan bir ülke ilerleyemez. Fransa, Almanya'dan çok gerideydi harpten sonra. Vaktaki nükleer santralları yaptı, ki ben nükleer santralları biraz aleyhineyim. Yani elektriği temin etti. Otoyolları yaptı. Almanya seviyesine geldi ve hatta geçti. Bütün ben bunu bana ödül veren enstitüye söylüyorum. Çok büyük mükellefiyetiniz var. Bir daha hepinize teşekkür ederim. Bu hususta sabaha kadar da konuşurum. Karnımız da acıktı. Hepinize hürmet ederim. Çok bir daha teşekkür ediyorum.